Hi guys, I'm turning 20 today, and I know for some people that might seem very young, but I feel like I've gotten to learn so many things so far, and I'm surrounded by so many beautiful, intelligent people who constantly, every single day, teach me more beautiful things about life. So on my 20th birthday, I feel obligated to share these lessons with you guys. If you're new to my channel, my name is Awa, and I am turning 20. Welcome to my channel. And if you click on this video and you are watching so far, why are you not subscribed? Why are you not subscribed? Come on, I'm gonna give you a moment to do that. Lesson number one, guys, is stop being realistic. Be Delulu. I believe in ignoring the negative things about life if the things are not working out in your favor. I observe the people in my life who seem to manage to be happy most of the time. And you realize that it's not about these people not having issues. It's not about the fact that, oh my God, their life is so perfect. It's about the fact that they have the ability to be able to focus on the positive things, okay? One of these people is my mom. My mom has a kind of mindset where this is her baseline. So I literally walked around for a long time thinking this woman never has a bad day because she's always, able to be positive and look at the positive sides of life. And no matter how hard life gets, she has the courage to believe that there is gonna be a better tomorrow. There might be something good coming out of this bad situation. She chooses to focus on the good things. When things are going bad in your life, I do not believe that you need to allow yourself to feel the bad feelings. I don't believe that. Yes, for a very little moment, but I believe that when you are going through something, you are allowed to fantasize about a better future. You are allowed to ignore what's going on in the now and fantasize about how it's gonna work out, how life may actually turn out beautiful. I have completely transformed my mindset, the way I think, the way I see the world. I've learned to control my mind, and believe it or not, when you learn to control your mind, you're gonna be able to change your reality, change your expectations on what life has to offer. The difference between who I was in the past and who I am now is that I let my experiences and my thoughts about my experiences take over. I let that be the deciding factor of my life. So what happened was that I started thinking, I have not been able to lose weight my whole life. But what if I actually can? So I had an assumption that all men were bad, that all men, nobody's gonna treat you good, whatever, okay? But what if there actually is a good man out there? What if there are good men out there? I've been struggling with my weight for my whole life. No, but what if I can find a way to get fit? What if I can? That's the difference between me then and now. Back then, I would allow my experience of not encountering any good men, of not losing weight. I would allow that to be like, okay, then there must not be any good men. Then I'm unable to lose weight. But now I'm like, no, a lot of people around me have lost weight. There are a lot of good men that I see around me. Okay, but what if I also can experience that? What if I dare to believe that there are actually good things that can also happen to me? Now I refuse to let the negative things about life form my assumption about life as a whole. Understand that every single thing that you have been through, look at yourself now. Can you tell me honestly that not even one of those things have actually taught you something? So every single negative thing you've been through, every positive thing you've been through, every single thing you are going through in life, there's always a reason for it and there's always a lesson behind it. Lesson number two, guys, yes, you can teach an old dog new tricks. In my opinion, believing that you are incapable of change, regardless of how long you have been living a certain way or how old you are, is so far from the truth. Because if you think about how the brain works, we have something called neuroplasticity, which basically means that we have a brain that is moldable. So you can basically teach and train your brain to become whatever you want it to be. So when you think about change within someone, it's normally based on certain actions, right? Let's say you want to change your appearance. I always talk about fitness and appearance change because that's what I love. You want to change your appearance, then you need to actually start moving your body. And your goal is to make that a habit. So let's say you start to work towards that habit and you start going to the gym. This is your first time at the gym. When you expose your mind to a new action that it's never done before or it's not used to doing, it is going to create a new neural pathway. A habit is a very strong neural pathway in your brain. That's why you're able to do habits so effortlessly. You just wake up and you do it, because that's a strong connection. That's a strong neural pathway in your brain. When you're creating a new habit, you're creating a new neural pathway that is very weak. And that's why people find it very hard in the beginning to keep doing the same habit. Not because it's honestly an exhausting habit, it's just because your mind is not used to doing it. The problem isn't that you can't change. The problem is that people give up in these beginning stages where it's really hard, because you are strengthening the neural pathway in your mind and you're creating a new habit. So how do you change? You keep persisting and you keep making the action towards this habit that you want to create, because the more you do it, the stronger the neural pathway is in your mind. And before you know it, it's going to become something that you do effortlessly, or at least with less effort than it's going to be in the beginning. Because like I said, in the beginning is the hardest part. With persistence, you can mold your mind into becoming exactly the way that you want it to become. I've become the complete opposite of who I used to be. My mindset is completely different. And so I really believe that regardless of who you are, what you've been through, how long you've been living a certain way, you are able to change, because that's just the way the mind was created. Lesson number 3 is that realize that life is not out to hurt you and that you actually have control over your life. Growing up and going to school, I'm sure we all can agree that we're all fed this narrative of like life is so hard and you have to suffer, and you have to work so hard to achieve anything in life, and suffering is just a part of life. I've been through a lot of traumatic things in my life like any other person. Seeing how people in my family, for example, who have gone through the same trauma as me, seeing how they are able to be positive, be resilient, not allowing a trauma to control who you are able to become and how far you are able to get in life. There's a very important balance between working on your trauma and then moving on, because when you allow your life to revolve around an issue, a trauma, things that have happened to you, that's when the trauma starts controlling you. That's when life starts controlling you. I remember at my lowest point this year, that situation made me and everyone around me feel powerless. But I think the important thing to realize is that you always have a choice. You can always control how you respond to the situation. You can always control how you decide to react to the situation. So when I sat there and I felt helpless, I prayed. That's me allowing myself to have hope that there is someone out there looking out for me. I could have chosen to let the situation drive me into a depression. I could have chosen to allow the situation to make me give up. But I didn't. That's what it is. So you always have a choice. You are in control of your life. You can choose to think positively. You can choose to sit down and think of a solution. You can choose to pray. You can choose to manifest. You can choose to do all these things. And even though it might seem like it's not making a difference, that's you saving yourself from pain. The pain of thinking negatively. The pain of digging yourself into a dark hole. Lesson number 4 is social intelligence is literally the key to success in life. I don't believe in the fact that you need to be educated to get a job. I believe that if you are socially intelligent enough, if you're good at selling yourself, if you are confident in yourself, you can basically climb up any career ladder that you want to. At 19 years old, I became a restaurant team leader. In fact, I had never even worked in a restaurant before. And in 4 weeks, that's what I achieved. See, if you want to achieve anything in life, learn people. Understanding how people work and understanding how to present your best qualities in the best way is what's going to take you far in life. Confidence, being authentic, is also going to allow you to gain friends. Being socially smart is what all successful people have in common. Understanding the needs of human beings. Understanding how to read people. If you're confident in yourself and you know how to present your best qualities and you know how to show up in the world, I think, in my opinion, I've learned that this is the number 1 ingredient you need to be successful in life. Everyone has their time. Whenever I'm complaining about not having something, my mom has told me throughout my life, everyone has their time. Everyone has a destiny. Listen to me. You want something that someone else has, but you have no idea what is in store for you. Just because another person has received something in front of you that you might wish for yourself and they've received it before you have, doesn't mean that that is not a part of something that you will also receive in the future. That just means that this is their time to receive it. This is their time to enjoy this blessing, and that your blessing is coming. I've also learned that don't even wish for what someone else has. Take whatever you see in someone else that you want to achieve as inspiration. Understand that when you see someone else receiving something, you might be having something even bigger coming your way. Learn to be happy for other people. I want you to believe that there is also something good coming for you in your life. Lesson number 6, always compare yourself to people that have less than you. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to constantly compare yourself to people who have more than you. Okay, so when are you ever gonna be happy? Because there's someone that is always gonna have more than you. There's always gonna be someone that has more money than you. There's always gonna be someone that has more success than you. There's always gonna be someone that has something you don't. But when you compare yourself to people that are below you, imagine that you actually have a bed to sleep on. You are beautiful. You have a functioning body. You're alive. You have functioning organs. These are things that we forget to understand that we are very fortunate to have. Some people are right now laying down in hospital with a heart that isn't functioning the way it's supposed to function, with a brain that's not functioning the way it's supposed to function, unable to see, unable to speak. Compare yourself to people that have less than you. We are living in countries, if you're watching this video, we are living in countries where we have internet, where we have such calm surroundings that you're able to sit down and watch this video. Compare yourself to certain countries that are not very calm. Right now, I'm not gonna go into it, but it's so calm that we even get bored. Whilst in a certain country in the world, people are sitting there worrying about their house collapsing on them. See that God has blessed you with more than enough. Now, if you wish to have more, when you are asking for more, when you're praying for more, when you're manifesting more for your life, always start by being grateful for everything that you have received first. And avoid comparing yourself to people who have more than you. I promise you that you are gonna allow yourself to be more happy. You're gonna allow yourself to see the blessings that you already have in your life once you stop comparing yourself to people that have more than you. One of the most important lessons, guys, male attention is not the place to look for your self-worth. I grew up for 19 years never having a relationship with a man. And in today's society, it might seem like that's so sad. You've never been with a man, you've never been in a relationship. No, it's the best thing that happened to me. See, I got time to work on myself. I got time to understand, who am I? What do I like to do? What are my boundaries? What are my worldviews? Without any man being in my life. I've been validating myself for 19 years. In fact, I didn't even have a normal childhood. I was bullied. And so I had to validate myself. Imagine the hard work that I had to put in to make myself the confident person that I am today. And everything came from me. I have validated myself so much throughout my life that I know my worth regardless of what a man thinks of me. I don't need a man to be able to feel like I'm worth something. It is much safer to enter a relationship knowing who you are, knowing what your boundaries are, knowing your worth. True happiness is the people that you surround yourself with. My whole life, I have been very ambitious, very career-driven, very high standards for myself. Every single time that I achieve a goal, it's a certain type of happiness. But family, friends, having a community of people that love you and understand you and see you and make you feel like you are a part of something, that's the true happiness of life. We are created to be in communities. It's really important that you have friends around you that understand you, and you have the right type of people in your life who are gonna push you to become a better version of yourself. You have family in your life who are gonna support you in the things that you want to do, and you have friends in your life who are gonna support you and allow you to grow into becoming the person that you truly are deserving of being. People are going to treat you how you let them treat you. If you are an individual that walks into a room and you are representing everything that you stand for, these are my boundaries, this is who I am, from that first moment, people are able to see everything that is you. And then they will decide whether they want to be in a relationship with you. It could be friendship or whatever, if they don't want to be in a relationship with you. But then that's you making it clear from the start the things that you do not accept, the things that for you are non-negotiable. And let's say that you are in a relationship with a person And when I say relationship, I mean friendship, whatever, family member, whatever. Let's say that you are in a relationship with a person and then they choose to cross a boundary. Do you let it slide, or do you let them know that this is something that I will not accept? If you let it slide, obviously they're gonna keep doing it. If you let them know that this is something that is unacceptable to me, then they'll know. And then maybe they'll respect you or they won't. And then depending on if they do or they don't, you decide if you want to stay in the relationship. It's that simple. If there's one thing I've learned, is that manifestation is real. You can think of something in your mind. You can imagine yourself receiving something. You can imagine yourself in a certain state, and it can come true. Think about everything that is around us. Every single thing came from someone's idea. Every single thing came from someone's imagination. So I truly believe that if you want to receive something in life, if you want to become someone in life, it starts by seeing yourself as that person in your mind. Everything starts in your imagination. In life, you can use your pain as fuel. All the people that did not believe in you, use those words as motivation. All the people that bullied you, use those words as motivation. Create anger within yourself and use that anger as fuel to become the best version of yourself. When people hurt you, say thank you. Thank you, because now I'm gonna use this anger that you have given me as fuel to become the best version of myself. And for people that like hurting others, seeing you become the best version of yourself is gonna hurt them so bad. So say thank you when someone hurts you. Don't let it get you down. Say thank you. Thank you for giving me this pain, because now I'm gonna show you what the hell I'm made of. Nothing from the outside is ever going to make you happy. If you are unable to be grateful, and this is something that I actually struggle with, you keep wanting more and more and more and thinking that receiving this thing is going to make you happy. The recurring reason for my unhappiness and constantly seeking more doesn't seem to be from the things that I'm not receiving, because I am receiving things. It comes from my mindset. Unless you have a mindset of happiness coming from within, nothing from the outside is gonna make you happy. There are millionaires out there with depression. There are people living your dream life with depression. What more proof do you need that truly life is about how you view it and less about what is happening to you in life? Change your mind and you will change your life. This ties back to the first lesson I told you. I'm on my journey to becoming a personal trainer. This is coming from someone who was overweight my whole life, and now I basically live in the gym. So I changed my mind and I changed my life. This is the complete opposite of who I used to be. I was unable to control my eating habits. I was unable to make myself do the things that I knew were good for me. I was able to become this person through changing the way that I view myself, changing my mind, and I changed my life. God does not like ungrateful people. I'm a person that always is wanting to achieve things, always is looking for something new to do, always is looking for a new goal to achieve. And one day, the smartest woman in my life told me, Awa, God does not like ungrateful people. You have received basically every single thing that you want in life, and you're still looking for more. Take a minute, take a breather, and be grateful for the things that you already have received. Any trial that you are going through, you will overcome it. Think about every single thing you've been through in life. You have been through hard situations in the past, right? Where you probably thought, no, this is the one, like I just can't. And look at you now, you're still here. So if you're going through something, I want you and I need you to believe and understand that you are capable of getting through this situation. When you start viewing life as a lesson and stop viewing it as something that is out to hurt you, is when you will allow yourself to go through hard times without it getting to you that much. You have 100% success rate in everything you do. Because like I said, you've been through hard things before and you've been fine. So what's gonna make this time different? Unless you stop being alive, you are successful. Self-observation and self-accountability is your superpower. There's nothing that anyone can tell me about myself that I already don't know. I observe myself 24/7. I understand the reasons why I react to certain situations the way I do. I understand my triggers. I understand how to handle my bad thoughts. I understand how to how to get into a positive mindset. I understand how to be disciplined. I understand the ins and outs of my mind. This is the superpower. Before understanding anyone else in your life, you need to understand yourself. How do you work and why do you work in this way? Take time to be alone. Be with yourself and observe your thoughts. Observe who you are. Understand and get to know who you are. There is nothing better than knowing who you are 100%. So what? So what? We have a tendency to overthink everything about life. I am one of them. I overthink everything. But so what? What if you do fail that exam? What if this person does not like you? What if this man does not like you? So what? I think we take life too seriously. So what if you don't like me? So what? So what if I fail? So what? The world is not gonna end, right? When you start to allow life to happen and stop having this thing of always wanting to control life and always making sure that it goes this way, because if it doesn't go that way, then everything is over. What's the worst thing that can happen? With the so what mindset, you're gonna be able to see the things happening to you more as lessons, and you're able to stop needing every single thing to go your way all the time. Last but not least, guys, you guys know my favorite quote: everything in life is a choice. Yes. Everything in life is a simple choice. Now, once you make a decision about something, it doesn't mean that getting to the goal is going to be easy. But the decision itself is very simple. Decide that you want to become a different person. Decide that this is not who you want to be anymore. Decide that you see a better life for yourself. That's it. Once you've decided, your mind now subconsciously has a goal. If you understand that this is what you want to be, nothing is going to stop you from becoming this version of yourself. It's a simple choice. Decide who you want to be, what you want to achieve, what you don't like about yourself, what you want to change. When your mind has a goal, it is going to work towards the goal. And at the end of the day, just by making one decision, you might be able to transform your life. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, guys. I hope that it helped you. I hope you got at least one lesson that is gonna be valuable to you. If you watched the video so far, comment down below a white heart because we are in all white today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.